guys, welcome back to another flow. Today we are going to do another Vin Yin style flow. This is honestly one of my favorite styles to dive into. So half vinyasa, half yin that we're going to dive into at the end of practice to start to wind things down. And we are going to get started right on in a child's pose. So wide leg child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, slide the arms out long, melt the forehead down, sinking the hips back down to the heels. And starting to arrive here within the four corners of your mat. First and foremost, just coming into that connection to your breath. Noticing how that feels moving throughout your body. No judgment. Just a little bit of a check-in before we start to create movement, as we start to ground in, start to arrive. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Where is your mind at? Where's your heart space at? Where's your body at today? Maybe we are a little tense. There's a lot of chatter perhaps going on in the mind, lots of to-do lists and thought patterns and everything in between swirling through the mind. And in that case, maybe we're looking to create a little bit more ease within our bodies and our minds and our heart spaces today. Maybe we're feeling open and there's a lot of ease in the mind and the body and expansion, and maybe we want to continue to feel into all of those things. Maybe we want to create some more energy throughout the body. Wherever you're at, just taking a moment to recognize where that is. Honor yourself for being where you're at today, and honoring yourself for showing up to your practice in whatever way, shape, form you are in this moment. You are giving yourself such a gift of movement, of breath, and of presence. 3 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill up. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. From here, next inhale, walking those hands over to the right side, creating some extra length through the left side body. Maybe even inching the left fingertips a bit further than the right to create even more length through that left side of body. Inhale, exhale. Walking back through center, over to left. Maybe hands are side by side and that feels good. Maybe even perhaps inching the right fingertips a bit longer than the left to create length on length on length through that right side body, rib cage, lat, hip. Inhale, exhale back through center. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Next inhale, we round out the spine over towards our tabletop. Exhale, sink the hips back down to the heels, arch the spine, little movement through the spine. 2 more here. Inhale, round out, shoulders stack over wrists, lower body stays the same with the big toes together, knees wide. Exhale, arch it back. Inhale, round out. Exhale, arch it back. From here, next inhale, shoot forward to your tabletop, wrists under shoulders, into those knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes. A couple cycles of cat-cow here. As we inhale here, chest lifts, we arch the spine. And exhale, press out through the shoulders, round out through the spine. 2 more here. Inhale, round out. Exhale, arch back. Inhale, round out. Exhale, or arch, and then exhale, round it out. Coming back through a flat back, neutral spine. Keep the toes tucked. Shoot it back to your first downward facing dog of our practice here. Take a moment to find some stillness. Ooh, this feels good. Inhale. Exhale, finding some movement. A little pedal out, a little shake side to side of the hips. Maybe you come up onto the toes and then pull the heels back down towards the mat. Maybe you take a shake or nod of the head. Maybe you take a deep bend here and straighten, deep bend, straighten, whatever feels good for you. Find some organic movement. Allow yourself to listen to the body. Find some spaces that feel really good here. Maybe it's not an actual shape with a name, but it feels really good for you. Explore that. A few more moments here to do just that. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, next inhale, we round out the spine over to your high plank. Exhale, thread it back. Downward facing dog, getting that spine nice and open and fluid. Inhale, round out the spine. Exhale, arch it back. Inhale, we round out the spine. Exhale, we arch it back, press it back, downward facing dog. Adding a little bit more onto the tail end of that same flow. Inhale, we're gonna round out the spine through your high plank. Option to drop to knees, elbows graze the rib cage, coming to a hover. Press back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing. We do that 2 more times. Inhale, snake the spine over to your high plank. Exhale, elbows graze the rib cage, chaturanga, hover. Press high up through your high plank. Exhale, back through your down dog. 1 more. Inhale, snake the spine over, high plank, hover. Exhale, high plank, press it back. Sun Sal A, already getting into it pretty quickly here for this shorter practice. Inhale, snake or shift the gaze rather up towards the ceiling, bend the knees, step, jump, hop up to those fingertips. Inhale, we lengthen halfway. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, your vinyasa. Option to always press back from a high plank right to a down dog. Option to find a child's pose at any time. 2 more rounds. Inhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jump, hop up to those fingertips. Inhale, we lengthen halfway. Fingertips can come to the floor, the feet, or the shins. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, your vinyasa, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, fly it back. Downward facing, 1 more round of Sun A. Inhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jump, hop, float, handstand. Whatever way you'd like to get up to the top, get there. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands drop down, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, your vinyasa, up dog. Tuck the toes, fly it back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, and we already meet our main sequence. We're gonna do one on the right, one on the left, flow through, and come into some yin straight after. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Inhale, take a few hip circles here, moving one way, back the other way, rolling out the hip space. From here, re-extend the legs, square the hips, point the toe. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Straight, big, open, wild thing. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings us back through center. Place the right palm down. Pointing through the right toe, 3 stance plank, right hip, knee angle in line. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the elbows, right heel kicks high, 3 stance dolphin, taking a flow from this 3 stance dolphin to your 3 stance plank. Option to drop the right toe and just come from high plank to dolphin as well. Inhale. Exhale, 3 stance plank. Inhale, drop elbows, dolphin, kick the right heel high. Exhale, 3 stance plank, one more time. Inhale, kick back, 3 stance dolphin. Exhale, 3 stance plank. Pull the right knee into nose, crunch it in. Step that right foot through. Keep that left palm planted. Reach those right fingertips high, easy twist. Inhale here. As we exhale, using the strength of your core to reach high, we're gonna make the hands into fists, circle out the wrists. Front knee stays stacked over front ankle. Switch directions. Inhale here. Exhale, bend big open, spin the left heel flat. Left foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Warrior 2, hello. Inhale here. Exhale. From here, right elbow can come to the right knee, right fingertips can come to the floor or a block, whatever feels best for you. Extended side angle, left fingertips reach towards the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale. From here, hands come through heart center, swivel to the ball of the left foot. Right knee keeps a strong bend through it. And we're gonna kick off the left ball of the foot. So we're in our crouched warrior 3. Find some balance. Take 2 breaths here. And we flow to the opposite side. I have no balance today. And if you don't either, that's okay. And if you do, wonderful. Inhale here. Exhale, hands stay through heart center. Place the ball of the left foot down. So we're in this crescent warrior situation with the hands through heart center. We're gonna come on down, frame the foot, step it back through your high plank, your vinyasa. Upward facing, tuck the toes, fly it back. Downward facing, we swap sides. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Take a few hip circles here, moving one way. And back the other way. From here, inhale, kick the left leg high, square the hips, point the toe. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in, big swivel open. Wild thing. Plant the ball of the left foot down. Behind you, left fingertips reach towards the front of the mat. Pressing out through the hips, expanding through the chest, spinning the left shoulder open. Inhale here. Exhale, left palm plant, spinning back through center, 3 stance plank, or just a regular high plank. Pointing to the left toe if you're in 3 stance. Left hip, knee, ankle in line. From here, inhale. Exhale, drop elbows, 3 stance dolphin. Inhale, exhale, 3 stance plank, 2 more. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, 3 stance plank. Exhale, dolphin. Last time, inhale, 3 stance plank. Exhale, knee to nose, left knee to nose, crunch it in. Step that left foot through, right palm stays planted, left fingertips open. Easy twist. Inhale here. Exhale, use the strength of your core to rise up, making hands into fists once again. Circle out the wrists, a few moving one direction. And switch directions. Inhale here. Exhale, big open. Warrior two, spin the back foot flat, the right foot flat. So the outer edge of the right foot and the back of the mat are parallel. Inhale here. Exhale, front knee stays stacked over front ankle. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow can come to the knee, to the floor, to a block. Reaching right fingertips towards the front of the mat, big extension. Down the right side body. Inhale. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Spin to the ball of the right foot, keeping a strong bend through the left foot. Powering up and through the ball of the right foot. Crouched warrior three. Here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit of everything in this flow. Upper body, core, lower. Inhale. Exhale, take that step back, catch the ball of the right foot, hands still through heart center. Front knee still stays stacked over front ankle. Crescent lunge with hands through heart center. Next, exhale, we frame the foot. Step it back, high plank. You're beautiful, delicious. Last vinyasa practice, believe it or not already, tuck the toes. Fly it back, downward facing dog. Coming into yin pretty quickly here. So what we're gonna do, first and foremost, is sweep the right leg high. Inhale, exhale, right knee, right wrist. Drop it down to the left knee. You can swivel back to the left foot. If you need to create more length, right side pigeon. You can always grab blocks and place it underneath the glute here for some elevation off the floor. You can stay up on the palms, drop down to elbows, drop down to forehead, whatever feels best for you. And we are gonna create about 4 or 5 yin style shapes as we start to cool down this practice, holding each shape for about 3 minutes each. So yin poses can typically be held anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes. We're just gonna hold it for 3, so just a little taste of yin today as we cool down. And as we stay in this shape for longer than we normally do, really give yourself the opportunity to tap into the sensations that are happening in the body. Breathing through those strong sensations. And as you take breath after breath, noticing if you are maybe experiencing something that you normally don't experience in the shape when you're here for a shorter amount of time. Inhaling, creating that space for your body, and exhaling, allowing yourself to move just that little bit deeper, relaxing just that little bit more into the space if you can, and if that feels available for you. And honoring your body, knowing the difference between strong sensation and actual sharp pain. If you feel any sharp pain or you're just really uncomfortable, that's okay. You can find your way out of this and come into a child's pose at any time. So listen to your body and honor yourself. And like we said at the beginning of this shorter practice, honor yourself for showing the heck up. Showing the heck up for you when life demands so much of us, and sometimes the last thing we want to do is take time out to slow down, to be present, to move, to sweat. But often the thing we need the most. Our body needs the most, our mind needs the most, our heart needs the most. So you're a rock star for being here. One more breath or two here, and we'll find pigeon on the left. Connecting to your breath, connecting to your body. Next, exhale, walk the palms back towards you. Kick it back to a high plank and back to your downward facing. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Drop it down. You can swivel the back leg and the foot and the knee back a bit more to create some space. Pigeon, stay up on the palms, drop to elbows, drop to forehead, drop forehead to a block. Whatever feels best, find space. Find the shape that feels best for you, and we're here for about 3 minutes or so. And if you've practiced with me, you will often hear me say this a lot, that the mind follows the body follows the mind, and it's so true. And often the easiest way, the easiest access point is the body over the mind. So creating ease in the body can create ease in the mind. And to create ease in the body starts with our beautiful, beautiful breath. Nice, big, deep inhales through the nose. Nice, big, deep exhales through the nose. Option to find Ujjayi breath. That slight constriction in the back of your throat, that slow oceanic type breath sounds similar to this. On the exhale, one more breath here on left side pigeon. Slowly walking the palms back towards you. Right leg lifts, kick the left leg back, high plank, downward facing. Inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jump, hop. And we're actually gonna find a malasana here for 3 minutes. So heels in, toes out, tailbone reaches down. Chest stays nice and lifted. We don't want to slump over. Shoulders pulled back, chest is proud, tailbone reaching down, using the traction on the palms to press the elbows into knees to create that opening of the hips. So quite literally the opposite of the shape we just created for our glute, our pigeon, our outer hip space stretch. Option to close off the eyes here if you'd like. One more minute here in Malasana. You're doing amazing. Embracing those stronger sensations that may be happening. From here, we're gonna let those hips pop down, little baby drop to the floor. And the last shape we are going to meet is one more hip opener. Can't speak words today, that's okay. One last hip opener, dropping it all the way down for our happy baby, grabbing outer edges of the feet, kicking the feet open, knees pull back towards your shoulders. Option, if you want to find a little extra opening through the hamstrings here, is to kick the legs relatively straight. And we are here for 3-ish minutes, finding several cycles of breath before we meet our final shape of our Shavasana in our Vin Yin practice. So just about 15 minutes of our Vinyasa, about 15 minutes of Yin today. If there's any shakiness happening in the legs, when our legs are extended for a longer period, option to bend them. Option to come straight down into a Shavasana if you need some relief from this space. But I invite you to not push your body, that's not the right word, but recognize the difference between strong sensation and pain, and what the differences feel like for you in your body. Pain would be sharp pain, you'll know it immediately, and strong sensation may be just perhaps a little bit of a shaking of the legs, a stretching sensation, almost like a rubber band being pulled, but not about to snap. It has a little bit of give to it, but you're feeling the sensation of stretch. 2 more cycles of breath here. And on your next exhale, we drop all the way down to our Shavasana. Option to bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, knees together, feet to the outer edges of your mat, legs extended. Although I do recommend bringing, if it feels good for you, listen to your body as always, but I invite you to bring the knees together and the feet to the outer edges of your mat to create a counter stretch to the stretch we just created, which is super important in Yin, to find those counter poses and those counter shapes to rebound the body from that stretch. From here, a little lift to the chin, roll down to the shoulders to create space for the head and neck. Relax the arms by the sides. Let all of the joint spaces get really nice and heavy on your mat. And I invite you to take 5 final, deep, releasing, nourishing cycles of breath with me to seal our practice. And then I'll leave you here to stay in your Shavasana as long as you have the time and the space and the capacity for it, to create ease and space in the body with that presence. So 5 cycles of breath here together. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Inhale, really emptying those lungs. Really finding the top of your inhale. Maybe even sipping it a little bit more. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last big breath together, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the hinge of your jaw, the collarbones, the space between your eyebrows. And I can't wait to move with you so soon. Namaste, friends. Thanks for joining me for our Vin Yin yoga practice today.